Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Dirty and
DZAN, the best one here. Had to add that in.
I'm gonna give it to you early now.
Wednesday, August 3rd, but for you, Friday, August 5th. Dirty motherfucking D and DZAN here to give you really the best opinions you could get anywhere else. So if you love the opinions we give here on this channel, smash that fucking like button.
Okay,
subscribe if you're new.
Wait, no, if you're gonna bring that up,
was that not a good?
I'm gonna just challenge everybody. Name somebody.
Yeah, name one. Mic drop. Mic drop. All right, Dirty D, take it away today. Kick it off.
Hey, we gotta do this the right way. Vin Scully, old dude, okay, and way before my time, way before DZAN's time. I do vaguely remember Vin Scully, but I grew up in the Midwest, so he started out in Brooklyn for the Dodgers, and then he moved all the way to LA, and most people know that story by now, but 67 years in broadcasting, what an incredible, highly decorated career. And even though we really have no connection to the guy, I'm always a firm believer of standing up for the OGs, as you know. And I'll do that every time. So
94 years old, you can't get more OG than that, Dirty D.
Dude,
I mean, holy
that's
shit,
OG
man.
as it gets.
Many people don't live to be 67, and to be working at a job for 67 years is fucking incredible.
What a life the guy had.
Dude,
I mean,
dude. Yeah, to be at your favorite job, you know what I mean? To love it, you know what I mean? Yeah, long life too. So
you work your dream job for 67 years. You probably have great grandkids,
right?
I mean, the guy, boy, it's not a sad day.
No,
today should be celebrated by everybody, because if we can do half of what he did in half the time he did it, it would be a great life.
Yep.
So,
now, Dirty D, you know what? As you love giving us depressing news at the beginning of every episode, and I love it. I personally live for it. That's what I'm here for. We are inching.
This is my sole purpose of being.
I love it.
DZAN does everything else. I just bring it down.
It really helps for me to just segue that into something very exciting and happy, right? Like I can say, going from baseball to football, it's gonna be football season. What am I supposed to do, Dirty? What am I like? You know what I mean? We have football coming up.
It is football season.
It is, and I see your face. You look fucking happy. We're inching closer and closer. We got what? 2 more weeks till preseason. 1 more week. 2 weeks.
It was yesterday.
No.
Yes.
Oh, maybe I'm 1 week away. I only care. I'm self-centered.
Not
I only care
yesterday.
about my boys.
Yesterday.
Right.
So Thursday night.
Right. That's why I didn't. Okay.
Thursday night, Jacksonville plays the Raiders. Now I am so stoked just because it's a fucking NFL football game to watch, but nobody's playing.
Yeah. Well,
both coaches have already come out and said who isn't playing, and it's everybody.
It's third string. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But I don't really care. We're going to get some rookies.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
You know, high picks in there probably. But Travis Etienne, the running back for Jags last year, I don't know if you remember this, but week 1, I believe it was, he tore his ACL and he was out the rest of the season. He was a rookie. So
it doesn't make sense to be doing that.
Personally, I would play him. And that's what I'm driving at. And I tell you why, because he really hasn't played, and NFL hits are not college hits. And
sure,
he's already going to be a bit shook with things the way they are with his knee.
I see what you mean. What you mean. Yeah. Yeah.
He needs to
get. So why not give him that exposure first?
Now,
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get him hit, so he remembers what that's like and everything else. And you know what? Play him half a dozen plays even, but
Yeah,
I would get him out there myself personally, but I'm not an NFL coach either. So,
yeah.
but nevertheless, I am really, really excited. And then I think maybe this weekend or no, next weekend, we got some more games coming.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's what I was thinking about in my head. I didn't know about
they always do the Hall of Fame game way beforehand.
Right.
And that's because obviously Sunday will be the induction ceremony. And I think Saturday they got some stuff going on as well. So there's all of that, but yeah, football season is upon us. I have more to talk about unless you want to interject here.
No, please, Dirty. You know what? I like this. I like being the one to not, carry such a heavy load. You know what I mean? It's nice to have some help. It's nice to have a
Michael
partner. Is that what do they call
Michael?
Hey, you better watch your fucking mouth. Don't be bringing anybody else into this conversation, okay? Anyways, Dirty D.
All right. So a few things that are going on, big deals. I believe Jimmy G is finally I'm going to guess in the next couple of days. As a matter of fact, by the time you guys see this, he may already be on a new team. But Trey Lance is apparently impressing. I'll be honest with you. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I'm not buying it. That people are ready to hand the 49ers the division.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit happy. And
what division are the 49ers?
Your boys, I have some things to report on, and none of it's good.
Thanks.
James Washington is going to miss the first 6 weeks, I believe. And they are really strapped at wide receiver. So I don't know who Dak's going to throw the ball to. The only thing that's going to happen is that defenses are going to double team Lamb and CeeDee Lamb. And then once you do that, who else do they have?
CeeDee Lamb is going to be
Gallup is out.
No, CeeDee Lamb is going to be carrying a lot of the load.
But he can't if they don't have anybody else to throw to, because the defense is just going to double team him. And there's nothing he can do about that. So my point is I think that OBJ would be a tremendous fit for them. However, the problem with OBJ is he's still on IR. So I don't know what Dallas is going to do here.
We might run into an issue that the Steelers had last year with trying to keep a couple team members healthy. We've had quite a few in the postseason, preseason, however you want to cut it up, that are just that are just still, injured, going through surgeries, recovering. You know what I mean? Quite a bit.
Yep. And then another thing I was going to talk about is Miami Dolphins. Stephen Ross, the owner. What a joke. To call it a slap on the wrist is, in my opinion, an overshoot. The NFL didn't do near enough to this guy. He obviously is trying to court Tom Brady, Sean Payton, and he was doing this under the cloak of darkness, to say the least. It's not something that the NFL can allow to happen, because what's to stop Art Rooney or Jerry Jones? What's to stop Jerry Jones from going to San Francisco and taking Debo out to dinner, or going to Seattle and taking DK Metcalf out to dinner? You get the point.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, there's a trade in the works.
Yeah.
You can't have that. You just can't have it. And my opinion, the NFL fucked up bad on this one. And obviously we had some Desean Watson news finally. I hate to talk about this because I feel so badly for women DZAN and I are both big time champions of women. And I think what has transpired this year, this offseason with Desean Watson is abhorrent. It's disgusting. And there's just no place in the world for it, let alone in the NFL. We're starting to hear some things coming out about what the women have said. And then Judge Sue L. Robinson, in her briefing, she came out and said, yeah, he did do these things. But there wasn't enough of a precedent to give him more than 6 games. Well, I'm sorry, but we haven't seen anything to this degree before either. So why in the world a woman would allow this guy to continue to play in the NFL at all? Now, I realized there was no way they were going to kick him up for good, but I would have respected her for trying.
Yeah.
I would have respected her for at least giving him a season.
Yeah. A season, at least
6 games.
6 and
what are we doing here, man?
That's Deflategate. That's the same as Deflategate. You're doing that. You're saying that that's on the same level as
exactly
cheating in the game.
Worse yet,
right?
What's the guy from the wide receiver from Atlanta last year bet on some games when he was in Florida.
Right.
But he first of all, he wasn't betting on his own team.
Right.
He wasn't even betting on football, I don't believe.
No.
He got a year.
What
are we doing here, man?
Yeah. There's a lot of, it's pretty apparent the injustices, when it's right there in front of your face and nobody's doing shit about it.
Right. So, there's that. And then lastly, I'm going to talk a little bit of Pittsburgh Steelers football here. Pull back the veil a little bit because I'm a geek. And
did you guys know that Dirty, he's a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
I am, in case anybody didn't know.
So I just want to preface that before
I think everybody that watches these podcasts is keenly aware. But no, actually, it's not pumping my chest, just reporting on it. It was interesting though, because Cam Hayward, who is probably my favorite Steeler, is notorious every offseason. I'm sorry, every training camp is notorious for getting into a fight.
Oh God!
And yesterday, lo and behold, Cam Hayward gets into a fight with Benny Snell. Apparently Benny Snell did not back down, which I appreciate.
Right.
Because Cam Hayward is a big man.
That's
a big dude, man. And then Calvin Austin the third. I'm gonna send you a video of this guy. You're gonna see how tiny this guy is.
Okay.
Picked a fight yesterday with TJ Watts.
What
Calvin Austin the third, I think he's 5'7".
No way, dude.
And he probably weighs 140 pounds soaking wet.
Oh my God.
Picked a fight with TJ Watt. And
For
apparently
what?
It was being reported. It's training camp. Fights happen all the time. But apparently what was being reported is the whole time TJ Watt was the one backing up, but
wow.
Hang on though. He kept telling him as he's backing up, be careful. Be careful. So finally, some teammates got a hold of
him.
Said, dude, what are you doing here? But yeah, the fights are alive and happening in Pittsburgh, in Latrobe, I should say. So that's always
love it. That's how you build. That's how you build the teamwork, man. That's how you build it.
Steelers have the number one defense almost every year, and it's kind of hard to argue with their philosophies. I guess
formula too. Yeah,
sure. Yeah. That's all I got, brother. Oh, wait. Whoa. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Do you have anything football?
No.
Okay. Real quick, hockey. Season tickets for the Detroit Red Wings went up 180% over the past month. Ever since Stevie started signing guys, and it's crazy right now in Detroit. Yeah.
Oh,
people are getting.
You're
really
already
jacked
revving
up.
up. When is the next season? 3 months? 3 months away now?
2 months?
2 months. Okay.
Revving up 2.5 months. Yeah.
Okay.
2.5 months.
Yeah. Getting closer.
I think
getting
it's like
closer,
October 18th, somewhere in there. Yeah.
You get so giddy. All right, guys. Now we had UFC 277 just wrap up this past weekend. So let's go over them.
Let's do that.
All right. We first had Anthony Smith versus Magomed Ankalaev. Anthony Smith saying he broke his leg, did not break his leg, although I'm sure it fucking felt like it. That was over within the second round. I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about picks, but I think we all saw this one pretty much going that way. Am I right in assuming that, Dirty D?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, unless you got anything for him, I don't think that Anthony Smith, I don't think he really lost anything. I don't think he really gained anything there.
Yeah.
He continues to be the gatekeeper, and he knows that, and he's okay with that. So as long as he's okay in that position, let's keep it pushing, bro.
And we know what Dana does with these guys. He takes care of them.
He does.
Those guys that don't mind being the gatekeeper.
Yep.
Because so few are willing to be one.
Yep.
He usually takes very good care of them on their next
They're
contract,
fan favorites, and if they can talk, they become commentators, like as he's been doing a couple of them, you know what I mean? Here and there, not the live commentating, but going on there after the fact.
And I think Anthony Smith would be good.
Oh yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Live commentary.
He's an entertaining guy.
I don't agree with 90% of his opinions, but when it comes to fighting, you're not going to argue with the fighter. You know what I mean? That's what we mean, right?
On a personal
the play-by-play, perfect color commentary. I'm with it too. I'm with it. We had Alexander Pantoja versus Alex Perez. Alex Perez, man, he's just not catching a good break. It's really the definition of there's levels to the shit when you get into the UFC. You come in thinking you're hot shit.
That, man.
Fucking A. Alex Hernandez is another big one because I'm thinking Alex's, you know what I mean? Is another one that comes in. Sage, Northcutt, these fucking guys that come in huge headed, gonna be big stars, get laid flat, basically. You know what I mean? And granted, it was to the champion via guillotine, in the first fucking 15 seconds or so. But this, I don't think, was a great showing for Alex at all. I think agreed. Alexander did what he wanted with him.
Like the Sage Northcutt comparison. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Then we had we're gonna have fun with this one. Where the fuck is, I don't know if you know this, Dirty D. I'm going everywhere here. I love Jason Herzog. He is, in my mind, the greatest referee.
We've talked about this.
Yes, he is my favorite referee. Fan, but my wife says that if I would leave her for any man, it's Jason Herzog. And I don't know if she's completely wrong. Listen, Jason Herzog, where the fuck was he during UFC 277? Because Dan Miragliotta fucked this one up.
And Derek Lewis, love Dan.
Me too. I love big Dan Miragliotta, but you know what? There's been a couple times lately that I've seen Dan fuck up. Especially these guys that tend to go to Bellator. I'm sorry, but Mike Beltran is slowly becoming one of the worst referees we've had. I think he's spending too much time in Bellator. These guys that go over to Bellator and they come back like, what the fuck? Did you just forget?
It's funny you said that because it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, Christine and I were watching the fights, and Beltran was in there, and she's like, I feel like I've seen him before, but and I said, oh, he's been around forever.
Yeah.
I said, but he's usually at Bellator.
yeah, that's usually where he likes to fucking hang.
And I don't know if they made him do it, but I don't know if you notice
they tuck up. Yeah, he tucks him in. Yeah. They used to not make him do it, but the athletic commission started making him do it. Once he goes past his waist. So that was actually a thing. They didn't make him do him until it went past his waist. Then it became an issue. tuck it in your shirt. Yeah, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's a neat little side thing for Beltran there.
Yeah.
Listen, these referees have the toughest fucking jobs. Okay, we're not shitting on
all
them
referees
by any means.
in any sport.
All I'm saying is Jason Herzog doesn't make mistakes. Okay, here we go. Derek Lewis definitely wasn't out. He was shook. Absolutely. He was rocked, but look at fucking Amanda Nunes, Juliana Pena. How many times did she fucking get knocked down and get back up? No shit. I mean,
we've seen Derek Lewis get knocked down many times.
I know that when you see the big boys as a referee, I'm sure you want to get in there and avoid the most amount of damage, because when these guys are punching you while you're unconscious, I'm sure that could do some damage outside of the cage. That being said, you got to give these fighters a chance to get out of it themselves. You can't protect them. You got to be there to go in after the fact. Okay, they got hit once after they're knocked out. Now I can call it because I visually see it's out. But that was predicting, and that's not what you do as a fucking referee. He predicted that he was going to be fully out without seeing the situation fully, right? So big mistake by Dan that night, and it sucks because we're in Derek's backyard, man. This was his town. People were looking forward to this more than the other two, right?
Listen, when he fought in Houston,
oh my God. Yeah.
That was so epic.
Deafening, man.
It was deafening. And, and then he wins, he gets that win, and the whole place, the roof almost came off of the place.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yep.
And, if you don't think that Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, would give it everything he's got to get back up, and for you not to have the respect for Derek Lewis in that situation, that's where I really have the problem. And we've seen so many early stoppages. That one was so fast.
That was egregious. That was straight up egregious.
Borderline egregious. Yeah.
You did not give him a single sec. That was straight up predicting, like, oh my God, he's out. He's got to be out. No. Tough break. It's not Sergey's fault at all either, because he's the one that landed the beautiful uppercut. Nothing to take back from either of the guys. But again, when you think about this from Derek Lewis, it doesn't hurt him. It doesn't help him. We just kind of move on from this.
I would like to see them run that back very quickly.
I would like, though. And that is one of those fights where you would definitely like to see that ran back. You know what I mean? There are those handful. Too. Yep. All right, man. One of my favorite fucking fighters, dude, Brandon Moreno, the first Mexican-born
I was thinking
UFC
about you the whole
champion.
time. Yeah.
God damn, man. I was so giddy. I was so fucking excited for this. Dirty knows I have a special place in my heart for Brandon Moreno.
But see, here, I got to call you out on some shit here.
Oh.
You're inconsistent.
Oh, I am not.
I didn't stutter.
I am not.
You are inconsistent.
Tell me why. Because
one of my favorite fighters has the same personality as Brandon Moreno. The exact same personality. And you talk so much shit about her.
Oh, her. Misha Tate?
No. Amanda Hebus.
What?
Is Brandon Moreno. That's who she is.
She is not.
That's who she is. And you hate on her so much. Can't let you do it.
Dirty.
You can't get it for free.
Listen, I'm flush right now because I get flush when I'm wrong. And you got me. You are their personality traits are very fucking similar, 100% right. You're right. But Brandon does not sound like a D. So I'm fucking with it. Okay. I'm out as soon as she starts talking. He's building
our brand.
But Jesus, you are 100% right. I'll give her another chance now. Right. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll watch her fight with the mute on. Okay. All right. Now that was such a beautiful fucking performance, though. I mean, again, Kai France is a fucking beast in this division. I mean,
that's the thing. It's Kai France. I mean, this isn't Sean O'Malley.
Nope. This is real accuracy. The most accurate probably in this division. This dude is fucking laser on it. Beautiful. Oh my God. The sound echoed through.
What did he say? It would sound like a baseball hitting a side of beef,
sitting by side of beef.
Something
Just
like that.
the clunk of it, right? Jesus, man. And it took him a second, but that's always the worst ones. The worst ones take you a second to process what the fuck just happened to your body, and then you get shut down. And the beautiful walk off afterwards. I mean, it was a great night for Brandon Moreno. And to see the look on his face when Megan O'Leary was interviewing him and then told him live that he got the bonus. Oh my God. That's why I fucking love this kid, man.
He's a very likable guy.
I'm really excited for the fourth Figueiredo versus Moreno. You don't say that about a lot of fourth fights, man. You really don't.
We do kind of have to call out Davis and Figueiredo for that.
What was that though?
Dude, what
the fuck? That was so. Dana kind of was right by saying it was super disrespectful to do that. They didn't do that shit since Brock Lesnar and DC. Why the fuck?
Right. Of all fights, that seemed like an odd one to make that the first one since.
Right.
But dude,
it was such a WWE move.
It was.
Right? It was such.
And I should say, I respect the hell out of Davis and Figueiredo as a fighter.
Yeah.
He's a gangster, but that was fucked up.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
For them to let him in the fucking octagon. Like, I mean, I like how it ended. It was respectful. I get it. I understand.
I have no issue with them doing it, with them letting him in there, but either if they didn't do this, they should have, which is they should have said what to do when he gets in there. So listen, this is just to promote the fight for you two, just go in there and do a stare off or, whatever. That was not that. No, it was not that. I don't think it was fair to Brandon, man. That was not fair to Brandon at all, man. Totally. He was literally in the middle of his fucking sentence, man, talking about his family and his daughter and shit. And this motherfucker staring at him. It was so awkward, bro. It's like, what are you doing in here? But I can tell you right now, after hearing Dana talk about it after the fact, we'll probably never see that again.
No, but and it was obviously the UFC's idea. They don't just like, just let him in if you want to. No, they did that on purpose, but it's a PR move. The same reason why they did the DC and Brock one. It's to build up that fight, get them in there. They agree, hey, don't fucking hit him. You don't hit him. Nobody hits each other. You guys can go in there, say whatever you want, hype up your fight. You know what I mean? It's not like it's set up like it's scripted, but more so of we're going to allow you to do this, give you this platform to go ahead and get that fight.
Right.
I get it. The flyweight is the least watched division, right? And these are the two most popular in the least watched division.
Right.
I get it. You want to pump that up the most, but do that through your storylines, do that through your promotional vids, just like you have. The first one was amazing. Second one was amazing. Third one broke those two records. What makes you think this one's going to be any different? People want to see these two fight. These two guys were made to fight in this division, I think. And I think a lot of people feel that same way.
Agreed.
We don't need all this fluff. Right. None of them are talkers. Brandon does not talk shit. He's a very nice guy. He respects you. And Davidson, this is not his first language. What did you think was going to happen?
Right.
What the fuck did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
It was a disaster. It was a disaster.
It was.
But I get it. I get it. But it was a disaster.
Yeah. I think what they were, maybe what they were doing was they were testing that out again to see if they might want to do that
more often. Right. Yeah. Because, they used to do that a lot.
Oh, back in the WEC days. And
way back then. You would always see that. I mean, famous. Come on, Dirty. GSP getting in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me. I am not impressed by your performance. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on. They made him do that. They're like GSP, awesome, you got to go up there and talk shit.
Like, okay. My wife still uses that line to this day. I am not impressed by your performance. I should take that personally, I guess.
I guess it just depends, Dirty D. All right, guys, we're going to take a monetary break, and we'll be right back with one thing here in music. We're going to be going over Eminem's Curtain Call 2 track list that has came out.
Right back, guys.
All right, guys. So Curtain Call 2 is going to be coming out for you guys. It already came out. Woo! It's out. The 2-disc greatest hits is out, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I want to go over the track listing because I have a couple things to say about it, being, a long-time Eminem fan. I did realize, maybe a greatest hits is needed, but I'm still selfish and would have liked an Eminem album. I'm also okay with the reality of that. What I'm not okay with is a couple of the songs that have made it into the greatest hits. And I'm, of course, very upset that some songs did not make it in. And so I kind of wanted to just go over a couple of the notable ones here. We have Godzilla with Juice WRLD. Obviously, think that was a great track. Sure, let's put that in the greatest hits. Lucky You featuring Joyner Lucas. I'm down with that, from Kamikaze. One of the great tracks from Kamikaze. I'm with it. Lighters. I love Bad Meets Evil. I love Emin Royce. Lighters was a fantastic song, not part of Eminem's discography. Why is that on here?
Oh,
that is a Shady 15 track or a Shady 20 track. Shady 25
that's interesting.
Track. That is not an Eminem album. That is a compilation, or not a compilation album, but that is a joint album with his bandmate from Bad Meets Evil. So I didn't like that one. Nat from Music to Be Murdered By. That is what I think one of his greatest singles in a very long time. Nat and Darkness are one of my 2 favorite singles from him that he has put out in a very long time. Cinderella Man from Recovery. I'm in the minority when it comes to those that don't think that Recovery is as high on M's list that a lot of these people who listen to Eminem post Relapse do. A lot of people that gave Eminem a lot of shit for Relapse are the same people that praised him highly for Recovery. I'm not in that group. I think they both suck. I love Relapse and I liked Recovery, but I thought Relapse was better. There was a lot of songs on
I'm just trying to fucking get your goat, man.
I was gonna let you say it, but I knew that you didn't even hear those albums.
Exactly.
So I was gonna let you just talk it. That's fine. But Cinderella Man, I don't think Cinderella Man should have been on here. That's not, when I think of Recovery, that one is not one that jumps out to me. Get that one out of here. Walk on Water featuring Beyonce from Revival.
Great song.
Great fucking song. That deserves to be on here. Yes, let's leave it on here. And he got a lot of flack for Walk on Water, and good on him for keeping it on the fucking album, because Revival is a fantastic album that doesn't get enough praise. Rap God from Marshall Mathers LP2. If that one wasn't on here, we'd all be like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's got to be on here. Love the Way You Lie. It's gotten over 1 billion views. Of course, that one's going to be on here. Some of these, of course, they're going to be on here. Won't Back Down featuring Pink. That was a big single from Recovery. Not feeling it. I was not a big fan of it. That one went out for like the Call of Duty kind of thing. Not with it. There's some of these on here that I just feel like shouldn't be on here because they weren't really a part of him. I mean, phenomenal.
Do you think maybe he's trolling everybody?
I don't know, man. I don't want to say I hope so because I'm not trying to shit on it. But when I see songs like Phenomenal, that's from the Southpaw soundtrack. That's not from an Eminem album. Fastlane, that's again a Royce da 5'9" track.
These are strange picks.
Those aren't for. I'm going down the list here, and I don't see Best Friend. That's Yellow Wolf's album. His song with Yellow Wolf, Best Friend, made the cut. Why is that on here? I'm so upset, man. I'm reading more of it, and I get more upset when I'm reading a lot of these songs on soundtracks and other people's albums. They should not be on his greatest hits when there's so many
agree.
songs.
And honestly, I'm a little surprised by all of that because of licensing and copyrights and all of the things that you have to go through.
Yeah.
And the expense of going through it, and
no shit,
unless he's trying to take care of some people.
I mean, you never know. Now, quickly before we get out of here, the 3 tracks, right, from the D to the LBC, M's verse is fire, but it doesn't have much replayability for me because of Snoop Dogg, to be honest with you. It really just doesn't.
Right.
The King and I featuring CeeLo Green. It doesn't have a lot of playability for me at all, either with that one when I'm thinking about it. And the third track we've learned is not even a new track. It's a track from M and 50 Cent from 2009 that was unreleased. A little disappointed, to say the least, but of course I'm going to be, checking it out. But yeah, so as a stan, I would say that I am thoroughly disappointed with the track list, but I will never give up.
DZAN is really running the tank to empty here, guys, because Zoom is about to cut us off in about 3, 2, 1.
If we had like 5 more minutes, I'd be going in. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Peace, guys.
We'll see you guys next week. Peace out.